YouTube. Today on Ty's Book Nook, I believe that is what I'm deciding to go with the name of this series, when I just talk about the books that I am reading and that I love. Eventually I will be in a real book nook, but I'm not. But we're gonna start the series and call it Ty's Book Nook. And if you see, I'm festive. Ho ho ho, Merry Christmas. I am starting some Christmas shorts. I'm part of Kristina Forest's newsletter on Substack, and she released a Christmas short, A Greene Sister Christmas. So this is what I'm about to read. I'm excited to start it. I have another Christmas short I want to read by Jahquel J, and that's gonna be my first book of hers, but I'm gonna start with A Greene Sister Christmas. I love the Greene Sister books. The Love Lyric was my favorite out of the three, but The Neighbor Favor was the first book I read of Kristina Forest, and I really liked that one. So I'm going to get into this. We're going to see. It literally was a part of her newsletter. Like, once you open up the newsletter, you can listen to it. So that is what I'm about to do, and we're gonna listen to it, hear my thoughts. From what I've understand, this is like the last Greene Sister book. Like, this is it for the sisters. She's closing this out, so hopefully it's gonna give me everything I want. But I really like Kristina Forest books. She actually got another one coming out that I want to read next year. She dropped Heartsick. I haven't read it yet, but I have it. So that's probably gonna be a part of my 2026 list too. But all enough rambling. Let's get into A Greene Sister Christmas. All right. So I just finished reading A Greene Sister Christmas, and it was so cute. This is like kind of what I like when people are like wrapping things up. Like, I feel like I'm giving it 4 stars. No spice. It was no spice. It was a short. But I really enjoyed this. It was very Christmassy. It was only 3 chapters. It was a chapter for each sister, and it's literally clearly a wrapping up of their stories, and I really love that. First we get Iris and Angel, and like I said in the beginning, The Love Lyric was my favorite out of the 3 stories. So we get like where they're at now. Like, Angel was all in his pop boy, R&B pop boy career. Like, he got a little Christmas song single out, of course, this Christmas, iconic Christmas song, but Angel got his own version. Very much giving Chris Brown, but hey. Iris and her daughter and Angel's sister, like, they were in the house waiting for Angel to come back. Like, it was very cute atmosphere setting. Like, you kind of just see where they're at, but Iris still running a flower shop. The sister is like very involved. Like, Iris' daughter loves Angel's sister, so it's like they're like a really small family. Like, it's so cute. And then next chapter is Violet, of course, her and Xavier, and they're just living their merry life. Violet is still doing her fashion things. Xavier is still coaching, and then like they're like throwing little things in. Like, even so, in Iris chapter, Angel mentioned to Iris like, oh, I think Nick is nervous. So like she's like throwing little clues. And then the same thing happened in Violet and Xavier's chapter. Like, Violet was like, Iris just texted me like, Angel said that Nick is he think Nick is nervous, and Xavier's like, yeah, basically. But it's like we're kind of pretty much getting an update where all the sisters and their men are at, and it was so cute. And then of course at the end we get Lily and Nick proposed. So cute. It was like the cutest little thing. Had all the family there, even had Marcus there and his partner for Nick, and like they're all just giving Lily lilies. It was a very cute romantic little short. Like, I give it 4 stars for sure. I feel like I'm just a nosy person, so of course I'm always gonna be like, I wish it was longer. But like, it's a short, so like for a short, I really enjoyed it. Like, it really got to the nitty gritty. Like, we didn't really get, it was like Christmas Eve, but like we didn't really get like what their Christmas is like. We just got like everybody meeting back up, and then boom, Nick proposes to Lily, and then that was the end of it. But it was kind of like wrapping up like what have they been doing within the last 4 years. Like, it was so cute. But I can't wait to read more of Kristina Forest next year. I know she got the Summer Girlfriend or something like that. That's coming out 2026. And of course, I'm going to read Heartsick. I know that's a YA, but I'm going to read it anyway. But like I said in the beginning, I'm starting my Christmas shorts. So now that I'm a Kindle girly, I got me a little Christmas book on Kindle. And let me see what the name, get the actual name of it. Ho-Usewife. That's the name of the book. This is what I'm reading next. I'm actually going to start it tonight. Ho-Usewife by Jahquel J. This is my first book of hers. And I'm excited to read this. I'm also planning to read Capone after, you know, after I read this book. But I'm trying to get through like my little holiday shorts. If you know any holiday shorts, let me know in the comments and I'll read those too. But this is the next one. This is definitely the next one I'm reading. And thank you for watching this video. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any favorite Kristina Forest books, let me know. Let's talk about it. All right, so I just finished the first 2 chapters. So chapter 1, we get Nicholas Saint point of view. Chapter 2, we get Candace point of view, aka Candy. Main characters that we meet: Luca, Nicholas, Candace, Nicholas' mom. We hear about some of Candace's sugar daddies. And I feel like the first 2 chapters really let us kind of get to know both people. So Nicholas chapter, we get to know him, like his family dynamic. All his siblings are married with kids. His mom thinks he needs love. His ex is also now engaged, so his mom is really like, you need to find you somebody. But Nicholas is more like, I'm a boss, I'm working, you know, he in real estate. He pretty much get into the paper. That's where he at with it. He like, love ain't really in his vision right now. Like, he a workaholic right now. Luca is Nicholas' assistant, and according to Nick, the best assistant he's ever had. They've been working together 3 years. They kind of got it back and forth. They know each other. Nicholas tells his mom he's engaged to get her to, pretty much get her to shut up. And Luca's like, your mother is scary. You actually really need to find you a fake fiance. I actually like this trope. I like the fake, like we're fake in love, we're trying to trick somebody, then we actually fall in love trope. I actually really like that. That was basically Nicholas Saint's first chapter. Was just kind of like about him, his background, his mama, all that. We get into Candace, chapter 2. Candace, she lost me in the beginning of her chapter. I was like, why? Oh, what I forgot to mention, Candace is Luca's roommate and childhood friend. Their parents were roommates in college, so they kind of basically grew up together. They're like best friends. But Candace don't got no real job. She's a full-time sugar baby, but she don't never got no money. She gonna text Luca, oh, I'm short on the rent, because she decided to buy shoes because she didn't want to be embarrassed because one of her sugar daddies turned her credit cards off, so she couldn't afford to buy the shoes. So she used her rent money to buy the shoes so she wouldn't be embarrassed. Me, I would have had the same reaction Luca had, and he went off as he should. She, in the beginning, she was very much like, I don't know why he going off. That's where she lost me at. Because she was just like, I don't know why he going off. We usually go through this. I never ain't got no money. That don't make it okay, girl. Get a job. But towards the end, she was like, I see what her problem is. Also, she lost her older brother. So, like, it's some trauma there. And Luca is like her another older brother and all that. But we get to know them in these first 2 chapters. So far so good. Luca basically at the end of Candace's chapter basically was like, you finna be my boss's fake fiance and you gonna take the money, pretty much. And he pretty much told the boss, and you gonna let her do it because your mama's scary and you ain't gonna be able to come up with a lie on the fly. So y'all gonna do this. So that's basically where we left off at. Luca scheduled them a little date for them to iron out the details of like what they lie gonna be. So I'm assuming that's what the next chapter is gonna cover. But I'm gonna continue reading. So far so good. I'm into it. I like how Jahquel J is like setting this up. I like that. But yeah, I'm gonna keep reading. Whew, I meant to do an update last night when I was reading, but I read chapters 3 and 4, and you can see I got my little festive ears on. I'm recording this after work, but I'm gonna put my Christmas onesie back on. But I got my Christmas trees on. I had these on at work today. But like I said, yep, I have read chapters, was it what I say, 3 and 4, and like I'm still in the beginning. Like I said, it's only 10 chapters. I'm coming close to being off for holiday break at work, so I've been kind of slow on the reading. But tonight I plan on continuing to read. I'm probably going to read maybe like 4 chapters tonight. But these last 2 chapters were really good. Like, we're really building up, like, because it's a short, and I think I love this about shorts, is that like we're kind of getting the info quick. Like, we're kind of learning more about Nick, and then we're learning more about Candace. They've already taken the flight and headed to, I think Nick is from New Jersey, so they were in Atlanta, but now they're in New Jersey. And apparently Nick then grew up rich, big house, nice neighborhood. Candace is like, you think you got it out the mud with all of this? And I'm with her. You sound like you had a silver spoon, buddy. But I understand him trying to be like, oh, I work for what I got, da 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 da. But I wouldn't say this is the mud. Right now, I think Nick is like slowly being like, she kind of cool. Like, she not like, he's like, oh, I like her personality type of thing. Cause like he's been saying a few times like, oh, she real, like she is like more than what he expected. But also he's only been getting his assistant's view of her. Like, when the assistant is mad, what is the assistant's name? I forgot. Luca. So when Luca is mad at Candace, he kind of vents to Nick. So Nick is only getting that point of view of Candace. And same thing with Candace. Like, when Luca is stressed out at work, and Nick got him doing all this stuff, he's only getting that point of view. Candace is only getting that point of view of Nick from Luca. So they're both like, oh, maybe you're not as, as bad as I thought you would be. I love a book that has good banter, and Jahquel J seemed like she know how to write good banter. Another person that writes good banter is Danielle Allen, and I like when I'm reading a book and I'm just laughing because I thought that, like, the banter is just funny. But that's pretty much what those 2 chapters was like. Oh, like, they're in New Jersey now. Like, Candace went shopping because Nick said she had to get a wardrobe because they were, they're gonna be in the cold or whatever. And pretty much his family bougie, but he didn't really say how bougie, but we now know how bougie his family is. He grew up with a family chef. They had a cleaner, like, bougie, and he really want to say they got out the mud. But I'm gonna keep reading, put my little Christmas jammies on, and can get back into the book. All right, I have finished Ho-Housewife by Jahquel J. chapter, I think these are chapters 5 through 10. You know, it was a little Christmas short. I actually really enjoyed this, and this was my first book by Jahquel J. Here's the cover. Here's the cover. And so chapters 5 through 10 really pretty much got to the meat of it. And I think this is what I like about shorts. We don't really, because it's a short book, we are not like trying, it's not really doing that back and forth thing where like the characters was kind of like using a common sense. There we go, that's what I'm looking for. Like Nicholas Saint, of course, Candace, Kane, which I really like the names because it's like the Christmas theme. But like, I forgot what chapter it was. Maybe it was chapter 9, where Nicholas' family tried to come to him and be like, oh, Candace a hoe, da 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 da. And in the other book, he would have probably fell for that, and then him and Candace would have gotten into it. No, that didn't happen. Nick was like, oh no. He used his common sense. Just like, oh, she did tell me, like, even though she didn't get to tell me what she wanted to tell me, she told me she wanted to talk. So I'm like, yes, there we go. There's no need for us to pop off, because you're putting the pieces together yourself. I like that about this book. I also just really love Christmas. Christmas is like my favorite holiday, and like this short really embodied Christmas and like how family can be crazy on Christmas. So like it was kind of like that best of both worlds of just like, you know, it kind of reminds you of like this Christmas where like it's very festive and Christmassy, but we get the family mess. It was a little bit more uppity than this Christmas, but you get the family mess, you get the family drama, but we're still like, Christmas, yay, candy canes, Christmas trees, festiveness. Like, I really enjoyed this book. Also, because it was short, their connection kind of went fast, so I'm like, yeah, bang, bang, bang. Nick was very much like, like, this is what it is. I ain't gonna really play. Like, I know we faking right now, but I think I like you. And like, she kind of had to fall into place, even though, which I get where she's coming from. She's like, Candace was more like, is this real? You know, are you sure? I know we faking it. We supposed to be faking it right now, but like, this gonna be still over. Like, it was very realistic. I really enjoyed this. For a short, I give it 5 stars for sure. Like, it really hit all the places that I needed to hit. It was even some spice in there a little bit. I mean, the book is short, so it didn't really get that much spice. But like, when it was giving spice, it was spicy. And I really liked that. I was like, okay, Jahquel J. I gotta read some more of her books because I really like this Christmas short. So I gotta get into some of her longer form of books. I think I want to read Capone. I've been seeing that on TikTok, so I might get into that. If you read some of her stuff, let me know in the comments what I should read first, because I don't even know if like Capone is like the first book, because I saw something called Goon too, so like I don't know if is that the first one I should read. Like, where should I start? If you know, let me know in the comments. But thank you for watching this video. We got 2 books in one. We had A Greene Sisters Christmas and Ho-usewife. Those are my holiday books for this. Well, I'm probably going to read some more, but probably won't get a video for them. Christmas is in, what, 8 days, I think? No. Yeah, 8 days. Christmas is in 8 days. So, happy holidays. Thank you for watching my videos on my channel. Hopefully, 2026, I'm bringing more videos. So, see y'all in the next one.